Hey, Peace World, thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. My name is Wood. Gonna jump into some bite down boxing talk. Check me out over at www.bitedownboxing.com. Check out the Instagram page at Bite Down Boxing. Hell of a fight tonight. Shout out to Demetrius Andre. Big performance last night in stopping damn Jason Quigley in 2 rounds, couple knockdowns, and statement performance from him, which is kind of the theme for my views on how tonight plays out. What up, Jelly Bean? I'm not gonna say a whole lot. I'm not gonna take up a whole lot of time. I only got a couple of points that I'm gonna make, then I'm gonna get on off of here. I hope you enjoy the fight tonight. I think it's gonna be fantastic. I got some husband duties to attend to that are gonna cost me most of the action that I'm really interested in seeing. Before I get to my prediction, quick notes on the schedule. At 6 o'clock Eastern time, you will get the ESPN Plus portion of the card, and that will feature Carlos Balderas, as well as the debut of Olympian Delonte Tiger Johnson out of Cleveland, Ohio. So that's going down on the Plus. That's at 6 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock is when the action moves over to ESPN2 and maybe even ESPN, but ESPN. And that will feature Dog Bay and Adam Lopez in separate fights. I thought it was a little interesting who they chose to go with to be the 4 fights on the pay-per-view card. Oh, for real? Oh, you said I know Tiger Johnson, cuz. Okay. That's dope. That's dope. I'm looking at it's he told me to watch for him tonight. Okay. Yeah, it's very interesting. People continue to bash Top Rank for whatever reason, but I think it's interesting that they grabbed up all of these Olympians. It was dope that they grabbed up Keyshawn Davis and his brother Kelvin Davis. Kelvin got knocked down in his last fight, surprisingly, but they already had Duke Reagan. I think they got the Troy Isley kid who was in the Olympic program for a while. So, Top Rank has went out here and grabbed up a ton of young talent, to set them up for the foreseeable future and whatnot. So yeah, and then on the main event will be Esquiva, Falcoa. I think in the co-main might be the Janabek Alam Kanuli cat. Yeah, they signed just this week. They just signed this week. They announced it like Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, Alim Kanuli is taking on Hassan Ndam, who was laid out by Callum Smith in his last fight. So who knows what that fight is going to be about. Okay, so let's get into this prediction, man. I've made it no secret. I'm going with Terence Bud Crawford. The only thing was I couldn't figure out how I saw it happening. And I went back and checked out the Blood, Sweat, and Tears programming that's up on Top Rank's YouTube channel. Shout out to both camps. My type of stuff. I'm not all into the hooting and hollering and the disrespectful talk and the over the top stuff, and I don't get into all of that. That's just me. I think these are very professional fighters, very committed or disciplined fighters. I respected what I saw from both camps. So the thing that I have settled on, I think it ends by a stoppage tonight. No disrespect to Shawn Porter and Kenny Porter, his father and trainer. I'm looking back to April of 1985 when we saw the late Marvin Hagler, and Thomas Hearns go at it. and it ended in 3 rounds. The first round, I believe, has been looked at as the greatest round in boxing, and I think we just have enough. I think we have enough circumstances here, maybe extenuating circumstances here, that it's gonna create it. Those circumstances create the atmosphere for this to be a stoppage. Shawn Porter needs this victory. He's lost most of his big time fights. He's come up a little short. And he may not get another opportunity like this. So he has to go out there and go balls to the wall, pedal to the metal or whatever, and leave it all on the line. What I did like about the camp is I love the attention to detail. I love the coaching and the teaching and the respect for the opponent that I saw out of Kenny Porter. Like, bruh, hold on, stop. We have got to get this right. You got to do this. I don't understand everything that he's saying, but hey, we dealing with a lethal guy, a formidable opponent, and we got to have all of this shit covered. So I appreciate I like what I saw, and that makes it harder for me it actually makes it extremely difficult for me to go with the stoppage. But again, I think Shawn has to walk into that fire. I don't think he can be at mid-range or outside. I knew you went that way without you telling me, but I appreciate it. Yeah. And I have no problem if I'm wrong. I have absolutely no problem if I'm wrong. So I liked what I heard from the Porter camp. I love the preparation. It doesn't look like it's any Barry Hunter involvement this time around, but I think the original team is more than up to the task. I like everything that I saw. You know, the like I said, the attention to detail is critical for me. One thing that I saw, Kenny Porter said, he created this little narrative of his own that they contacted Terence about the fight. He didn't want it, and then Kenny Porter said he don't want this fight. He don't want this fight. So that's the motivation that they've kind of baked into this thing. Okay. On the other side, Terence Crawford, he's heard all of this stuff, what he isn't, what his resume isn't. He has 37 victories and none of them mean nothing. He's not a real welterweight. I think that whole narrative, that whole talking point right there is dead at this period of time. I mean, how many times does the dude have to fight at welterweight to be a damn welterweight? The dude is 34 years old. I think that's low-hanging fruit, the whole he's not a true welterweight discussion. But, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, the opportunities for him to truly prove himself in the court of public opinion are far and few in between. So this is the guy that you got to do it against. Yeah, you don't sit there and say all the disrespectful stuff in the world. He said, I respect Shawn's ability. He can box, he can bang, he's aggressive, yada, yada, yada. He just said, I'm a little bit, I'm better than him at all of this stuff. What else did he say? He said, I'm better than him at all of this stuff. And, he said what he was supposed to say. And I think that's where Shawn Porter runs into his problems. I think he's, in a lot of these situations, I think he's been the lesser talented guy. I think it's fair to say that. We even gotta, you gotta be honest. Like, if we talking, I don't think that's disrespecting Porter. Like, if we were talking about Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins, both great players, but Dominique Wilkins is the lesser talented guy than MJ. So, I mean, you can be very good. You can be elite. You can be box office, all that stuff. The other guy just might be better. So, again, I have no disrespect for Shawn Porter whatsoever. I just think I just think he gets stopped tonight. I've seen him down twice. He wasn't down badly. He didn't get up, you know, showing signs of being, you know, out on his feet or anything. But I just think tonight, like I said, I think the circumstances are there to create a situation where it could be like Hagler and Hearns, that these two cats got to go in here. You talking about trying to feed your family. You talking about solidifying your legacy. You talk about setting up your next fight to be as lucrative as you would like it to be. And the only way that I can do it is to go out here and destroy this cat across the ring from me and treat him like I don't know him. And I think what I saw in you know, on fight week, the interactions, some of the comments, and the fact that they're professionals, I think we got that. I did see Andre Ward also said that he thinks it ends in a stoppage tonight. Now, I don't know if I can really rock with Andre Ward too much, because he was talking about Caleb Plant stopping Canelo a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what that was all about. But yeah, that's it, man. I just think it's I think the stakes are high. And I think that's when boxing is at its best, when two fighters have to deliver. They, you know, they don't have any options. You can't go out here and and fool around all night and leave it up to the judges and take it easy and not go for it. I think the only way Shawn gets a victory is by replicating the performance that he had against Spence. And I don't think Terence Crawford is going to I don't think he's going to accept the fight the way that Spence fought. I think Spence was like, I'm gonna just slug with you. I don't think Bud is gonna slug with him. I think Bud is gonna be more precise and try to stay calm and poised. And it comes down to that Bruce Lee saying about would you rather practice 10,000 punches, or would you rather practice 1,000 or one punch 10,000 times? Now, I don't mean it literally like that, but I think it's going to be a few types of shots that Bud will look for the opening to land those shots and get Shawn out of there. Will he be successful? I don't know, but I think somewhere between the 5th through the 7th round, I think this fight comes to an end. I believe that was all I really had to say on this. Like I said, you know, Bud is sitting here and think that he's a proud guy. He's devoted his life to this thing. And you sit here fight after fight after fight after fight, explaining to like you said, these people don't, like you said on the Blood, Sweat, and Tears program. I'm sitting here talking to people who don't know a damn thing about boxing, who don't know nothing about climbing in between those ropes and climbing up those 3 steps. And I got to sit here and justify and validate everything that I've done. I'm a champion in 2 divisions. I'm one of only like 6 or 7 undisputed men in the history of the 4-belt era. I got to sit here and talk about this shit. Like, you have to go out there tonight and make it happen. So that you don't have to talk about it. You can't make any difference with it tomorrow. In the post-fight press conference, you can't make any more of a statement about what you really are, or what you think you are, or what you want people to believe you are. You have to do it later on tonight in 8 hours or something. And I think he knows that. And that's why I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a violent fight. And like I said, Shawn is not going to sit out here on the outside trying to box and be sweet science. Nah, he got to go in there and do what Ohio State is doing to Michigan State right now, trying to whip that man's ass. And I think the Cornhusker might have some work or some magic up his sleeve. So that's it, man. Thank y'all for checking in. I appreciate that person that hit the like button. Again, check me out on Bite Down Boxing, www.bitedownboxing.com. I'll probably have some content up there tonight or tomorrow. Again, I got to go down to Cincinnati in a couple of hours and do some husband stuff on a night like tonight. But I'm gonna do it for my wife. I'm gonna do it for my wife. Other than that, if you want to leave your your takes in the in the comments, I'd appreciate it. If you want to tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, whatever. And enjoy the fight. Enjoy the card. Again, shout out to Ohio's own Tiger Johnson doing his thing. I want to see what Carlos Balderas does. His second fight with Top Rank. The Alim Kenobi dude, I think he's at middleweight, I want to say. He's somebody making a little bit of buzz. So I want to see what he has, what he has to offer. Dog Bay and Diaz should be an excellent 12 rounds of action. Or not 12 rounds, for as long as it lasts. And then, Adam Lopez against Adon Ochoa. We'll see what Lopez shows up tonight. I think he's trained by Buddy McGirt. We'll see if he shows up sharp or if he's, bullshitting around tonight. I don't know. But anyway, enjoy the card, man. If I don't holler at you tonight, I might get on tomorrow morning. It looks like it's scheduled for rain here locally, so I was going to get out and get in a ride tomorrow, but I think I might have to squash that. So I may come in here and chop it up about the fights. So take care, man. Appreciate y'all checking in. Like I said, enjoy yourself. Hopefully we get a banger tonight and something that we're talking about, for years to come. Either way, maybe it could be a rematch. Or we got a guy, if Shawn is successful, maybe that's the way he punches his ticket back to face Errol Spence Jr., and they revisit that. It was split decision. So let me get on out of here. Peace. Take care.